What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You're watching the Marvel edition of the Ragin Nation show. This is just a web series. We're talking about all things that matter to me in the world of Marvel films. This is episode number 6, and what we're going to start off with is casting news. And we now know who is going to be playing Dr. Doom in the Fantastic Four reboot, and that would be Toby Kebbell. He is officially cast as the main villain in Fantastic Four, the reboot, and I'm just thinking, didn't they already fight Dr. Doom in the first one and a little bit in the second one? They're bringing him back as a villain again. Yes, I do understand that Dr. Doom is the arch nemesis of the Fantastic Four, but I can't believe that they're bringing him back again. Now, the one thing that's different is, according to a rumor, they're going to be adding the DOOMBOTS in Fantastic Four the reboot. And what are the DOOMBOTS? Well, the DOOMBOTS are these replicas of Dr. Doom himself in the event that Dr. Doom, well, you know, he fails. Well, they have the DOOMBOTS who will carry out the mission or his evil plans. And the DOOMBOTS are controlled by AI. And there are two types of DOOMBOTS. There's the one that fight, and also the ones who do diplomacy. So that's going to be really interesting if that is really going to happen. Right now it's just a rumor, but if they do bring in the DOOMBOTS, that's going to add in a new flavor to the Fantastic Four franchise. So very, very interesting. Now, we got to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Not a whole lot of big news. I mean, after all, the movie is done. They're just doing post-production on it and visual effects. But it's always good to see promo stuff, all right? And what we got here is promo photos, new high-res promo photos for the characters themselves. If you want to check it out, head over to the Ragin Nation Facebook page. Click over at the album, the photo album that has the Marvel 2014-2015 concept art and official image stills. Check that out, and if you have any comments about that, make sure you comment on the description or on the comment box. All right. And speaking of new photos, check out what Premiere Magazine has to offer with regards to X-Men Days of Future Past. They just put out a magazine, and on the cover you have the main 5 characters of X-Men Days of Future Past. Of course, it's Wolverine. Wolverine carries the X-Men franchise. And then you have Magneto, old and young, Michael Fassbender and Ian McKellen, and also Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy, who plays Professor X, both old and young. And so these are your 5 main cast members of X-Men Days of Future Past. They also have stills of Nicholas Hoult, who plays a Beast, a young Beast. You see him only in his young self. And then you have a photo of Quicksilver. And like I said before, the guy looks like a punk. He's got the goggles on, he's got the silver flashy jacket, and he's got gray hair. And then there's a guy in the background with duct tape. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm pretty sure that in the scene, he just goes all over the place. I mean, Quicksilver just goes all over the place and puts duct tape all over the guy, like really, really fast. So fast that he can't even stop him from doing that. So, very, very interesting scene. And so there you have it. If you want to check out any of those photos, once again, they're posted on the Ragin Nation Facebook page. Also, what's posted on the Ragin Nation Facebook page is new X-Men posters. I really like the direction they're going with these, with this marketing, these X-Men posters, is that they're pairing X-Men characters with they're doing pairings of X-Men characters rather, and it's really stylized. I like the way it looks, and I think they look great. They're essentially character posters, but not individual character posters. They're pairs, all right? So once again, if you like them, check them out on the Ragin Nation Facebook page. I posted them all there. You can click like on them, all right? Now, another piece of marketing we'll talk about after I take a sip is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, there's already so much marketing material out there in the form of TV spots. I mean, the movie comes out in May, but man, they are going just full force with the marketing. I imagine that's what it's going to be like when Transformers Age of Extinction comes out. But holy cow, man, they are just showing so much to the point where it's getting a little bit overkill. But I did watch it And what it is a 1-minute TV spot. It was what they like to call an extended TV spot. Sure, just footage that we've already seen, but there's a lot of new footage. And I gotta say that it's a pretty well put together extended TV spot. A lot of great scenes. I don't think it really gives that much away. I just feel like it's just more shots of what we already know about. But it's still really cool. I'm going to leave you the link to the TV spot in the description box below. And one thing that I got to say is that I really like what Mark Webb is doing in terms of Spidey really exploring his physical abilities. After watching all the trailers and TV spots, one thing that I really learned about Spider-Man, or rather Peter Parker, is that he's not afraid anymore. He can do everything. He can do so many things. He feels like he's flying. He feels like he's invincible. He doesn't have any fear. And he just does all these great acrobatics while in the air. He's not just web slinging around, just doing your traditional swinging. He's not just doing that. He's doing flips. He's doing spins. He's doing triple axles. He's having a lot of fun with it. And I feel that it really adds to the personality. When you see these kind of cool visual effects, I know it's all done CG, but once you see these visual effects, I feel that it really adds more personality to the character without him actually speaking or without him actually emoting. It's just him having fun, and I love that we're seeing more of that for the character. So I'm really looking forward to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Once again, I have the link to the video on the description box below. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is what Kevin Feige said on an interview. Kevin Feige is, of course, the president and, of course, the producer of all the films from Marvel Studios. And when I say Marvel Studios, I mean, Avengers and all the individual Avengers solo movies. Not anything from 20th Century Fox, not Fantastic Four, not X-Men, and nothing from Sony, so not anything from Spider-Man. I'm talking about the Avengers franchise as a whole. He's the producer, and what he had to say is that he's got movies lined up all the way to 2028. That's 14 years from now. And typically they put out 2 films a year. 2 films from Marvel Studios a year. Alright? Next year we're getting Ant-Man and also Avengers 2. The year after that, we're most likely going to get another Captain America movie and Doctor Strange or something like that. But we're getting 2 movies a year. And apparently he's got films lined up all the way to 2028. I don't know what they're going to be, but I just have a feeling that he's just got a rough map of the films that are going to be put out there. I don't think anything's actually confirmed, but I think that he just has a whole list of characters that he wants to produce films out of. And while it is just a list, there's no real confirmation. The confirmations really go all the way up to 2018 when they secure the release dates. But other than that, I think that all it really is just a list. And when you estimate the amount of time it takes to produce a film, I think that he's estimated it all the way to 2028. And that's all that really is. Anyways, that's all I got to say about this video. All I've really talked about in this video is just marketing. Nothing really in regards to production. Oh, you know what? Speaking of production, I guess I forgot. Okay, I've been talking about marketing so much. Let's talk about production that's going on right now. And that is, of course, the Avengers 2. I mean, last week we saw the Avengers cast in Italy. Hawkeye, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Hulk, Iron Man, Ultron, and Ultron's minions. They were all filming in Italy, but there was no sign of Captain America. Well, apparently, Captain America's scenes are actually filmed in Seoul right now as we speak. All right, and they were filming in various parts of, or rather, I think the Gangnam district of Seoul, and it involved a car chase. And if you check out any of these videos, which I posted below, you'll see news reports from the Seoul news stations. and it's of course all in Korean, but what you can see is some kind of car chase that takes place where Captain America is like hanging on to a car, and it gives you a closer look at his new costume. Of course, with every Avengers film, the characters got to upgrade their costumes. Iron Man does it all the time with his new armor marks, and of course Captain America will of course continue to get an upgrade for his costume as well. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this video. Be sure to check out the new photos on the Ragin Nation Facebook page, and also check out the videos that I've posted in the description box below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. Check out my photos on Instagram at The Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. They're using like the more of the glider look, and here you see a behind the scenes photo of the costume department getting a ding to hand all